Austin St. John, original Red Ranger, recently pled guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud after trying to dupe the fans into making them believe that, he was led by some other people. He trusted the wrong people with his finances. But at the same time, it was him, Jason Lawrence Geiger, his real name, who he obtained the loan for $225,000 for his company, Austin St. John Enterprises. And of the PP funds obtained, Austin St. John personally sent approximately 22,579 to Moran and invested something with, I believe, Spencer. Now, he would go along and basically indicate that he did work with his friend Corey Newman and indicate that, yes, he indeed he did sign a plea deal, saying that he did try to commit wire fraud. He knew what he was doing was illegal, and he joined this group in agreement in intent to further this unlawful purpose. Well, this is finally about to catch up to him because guilty pleas come with real jail time. And this is going to dramatically impact his ability to go to cons. So what are we talking about here? He pled guilty, and everyone is wondering, like, well, so what? He pled guilty. Well, if you look up his convention schedule at comiccon.com and you type in his name, you really don't see much. You're like, well, he only has 3 events. And if you look at the 3 events, you're like, okay, what does he have coming up? He has a show in December. He has Metro Tham Con in June and Summer Con in August 2025. You're like, that seems to be odd considering, who he is and, how far he's came. Why does he have this 6-month gap? Well, like I tried to explain to you guys previously in a previous video, it's because he took a plea. He took a guilty plea, right? And when you take a guilty plea, the government is generally going to adopt it. Now, this is not his guilty plea per se, but I've covered it in other videos. And he pled guilty just like this guy, Gregory Fitzgerald Hadley Jr. And thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna get to you. For conspiracy to commit wire fraud, right? And this guy was actually sentenced. He was sentenced by the judge, and well, what was the sentence? The sentence was 6 months. Exactly. So at a low security prison, 6 months in. Now this guy should be coming out because he went in June 19th, and 6 months, he's already coming out for Christmas. While Austin St. John, he had originally delayed. He said, no, I'm not guilty. Went back and forth plenty of times, only to take the guilty plea like so many other people that came before him. Like, oh, all right, we're not playing around, guilty. So what did I do? Looking at Hadley's, he had this judgment, and then he was judged. Jeremy D. Cornudo sentenced him to 6 months. This is what was agreed to likely in his plea deal. This is the same amount of time that happens to coincide with the release or his schedule. So what I did was I pulled up Austin St. John's docket, okay? And what you want to see right here is this final pre-sentence investigation. The final pre-sentence investigation at the bottom, very, very bottom right there, where it says pre-sentence investigation, which was sealed, but hey, we have the internet. Everything was sealed. The cover letter is sealed. So what is a pre-sentence investigation? Well, thanks to Google, we have a pre-sentence investigation. Okay, so a pre-sentence investigation, it's a report. It's a comprehensive document prepared by a probation officer that details a convicted defendant's criminal history, personal background, and circumstances of their current defense, providing crucial information to the judge to help determine an appropriate sentence at the time of sentencing. It's considered the final version of the report, including any updates, objections addressed that the probation's officer final sentence recommendation, which is presented to the court before sentencing or hearing. You know what this means? This is a great indication that justice is likely going to finally be served for Austin St. John to be held accountable for the crimes that him and others conspired to commit, only to be caught by the government. Now, it goes into everything. Victim impact statements. The real victims in Austin St. John's crimes, that some people say, well, he just stole from the government. It means nothing. Well, think about all the victims or the other people who applied for PPP loans who could not get them because the money ran out because they gave it to Austin St. John, him and his friends, as they attempted to defraud the government. So as a consequence, or what's coming likely, is going to be a 6-month sentence. That's why when you look at his convention schedule, you see a 6-month absence. Now, we could do something live right here. We could Google someone's convention schedule live. Let's look at Johnny Young Bosch. Okay, look at Johnny Young Bosch's schedule. He has 14 events. I wish we could make this bigger. Pause. He has 14 events coming up, as you can see them right here. And January's already booked. January, February, March, April, May, June, August, September. All of these things are already booked for people like Johnny Young Bosch, yet someone like Austin St. John is blank. You have a 6-year gap. So my only question to you guys is he going to jail before Christmas? I doubt it. I sincerely think it's going to be after Christmas, right after the New Year's. This is why his convention signatures are $80. Pictures are up. Everything is up because he's gearing up to be gone for, I imagine, 6 months for his role. Now you can let's look at people like Walter Jones. I mean, slim pickings. But even Walter Jones is booked. He has a booking in November, has a booking in February, but most importantly, he's booked for Ranger Stop. So why is Walter Jones booked for Ranger Stop already and Austin St. John is not? I wonder, will Austin St. John be out of jail in time to attend Ranger Stop? Because it's very telling when, his right-hand man, Austin St. John's right-hand man, Walter Jones, he's already booked for Ranger Stop 2025 in Atlanta. Where's Austin St. John's booking? Where's his booking at? He not going to be there? But what do you guys think? Austin St. John gears up to sit his ass down for likely 6 months as he will be in jail for the crimes. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? That he committed and tried to make it seem like he trusted the wrong people. But let me know in the comment section what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.